She adopted this boy being young. 28 years later he changed her life. Ingeborg McIntosh and her husband have fostered more than 120 kids in Phoenix throughout the years. Ingeborg looked after a number of young children from various origins. But one in particular made an everlasting impression on her. When Jordan was a newborn, Ingeborg held him in her arms. And she later referred to their first encounter as love at first sight. They immediately forged an unshakable bond. All of Ingeborg's foster kids were able to develop strong ties with her, but she felt especially close to Jordan. She decided it would be best for Jordan to live with her and her family after discovering that no other family would take him in. To adopt Jordan, they had to fight hard. His birth mother desired for him to reside in an African American or mixed-race household. She was fully aware of what was required in order to give her foster child a loving home. Jordan's biological mother was finally persuaded to give up her son by Ingeborg after 4 years of seeking. When Jordan was 4 years old, the McIntosh family legally adopted him. Ingeborg had been caring for him since he was a baby, so she felt it was only right to claim him as her own. Ingeborg raised Jordan as a McIntosh, along with her other kids. He received the same treatment from her as her other children, with no distinction made between them. He was always treated as family. Adopting him, in Ingeborg's opinion, was the best choice she had ever made. She cherished every moment with him. The child Ingeborg had adopted, on the other hand, had no idea would save her life 28 years later. Jordan had been a member of the family for 28 years at this point. But after a trip to the doctor, Ingeborg learned some shocking information that would change her life forever. The news greatly affected Jordan, and altered his life. But what did Ingeborg discover from her doctor? It all started when she fell ill and was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease. In this inherited disorder, a portion of the kidneys experience physical defects that result in kidney cyst development. 2 symptoms include kidney stones and kidney hypertrophy. This illness could induce kidney failure in Ingeborg as there was no treatment for it. She soon realized that she needs a kidney transplant as her condition rapidly declined. Finding a matched donor, however, can be challenging, and kidney transplants are not always successful. Jordan was heartbroken to see his mother suffering, and he soon understood that he needed to do something. Since he was determined to save Ingeborg, Jordan went to get tested to see if he could donate his kidney. If Jordan was a match, the doctors told him that he might donate his kidney to save her life. He believed it was his duty to donate a kidney to his mother. Knowing how much his mother had given up for him, he thought saving her life was an appropriate way to express his gratitude for all of her kindness. Ingeborg was against the idea since she didn't want her adored son to sacrifice his own life in order to prolong hers. Ingeborg and her family were dubious they would be able to find a match when they initially learned about her illness and that she required a kidney transplant. She assumed that until a match was found, she would have to wait for a kidney transplant. She was shocked when her kid went to get tested to see whether he was a good fit without telling her. Ingeborg kept bringing up the fact that he could still change his mind. Jordan was adamant about his choice. Jordan and his mother were both concerned before the operation when they realized he was not going to back out, but Ingeborg was reassured by the knowledge of how exceptional her son was and what a selfless deed he was committing for her. The McIntosh family was ecstatic to learn that everything went off without a hitch and that there were no problems. Jordan sacrificed more of himself than any parent could have hoped for in order to help his mother. Jordan loved his mother so much that he was willing to give up his entire future for her. He claimed he felt it was his responsibility to make up for his mother's kindness. During the interview where he was asked about the incident, he started crying. He has finally accomplished his objective by performing this excellent deed. In an effort to help others, the endearing mother and son are now sharing their experience with the public. It's never too late to pay it forward, according to Jordan. He wants people to realize the long-term benefits of doing nice deeds. Ingeborg raised her adopted kid incredibly well. She showed that you can love a child just as much as your own even if you are not their biological parent. Despite its ups and downs, this tale ends happily because of the close relationship between a loving mother and her kid. They have sent a potent message that should serve as a compelling reminder for everyone about how much kindness can improve the lives of those around us.